Jason Fladlien here on behalf of Wilson Matos and the RCI. That's Rapid Crush Inc., the staff, the family. We welcome you to this training today, and we're going to talk to you about a couple things. We're going to talk to you about some tech that we've built that I think you're going to appreciate, hopefully. And we're also going to talk about what it is that makes sales and makes profit in internet marketing. There's only three things that are under an umbrella of one core concept. So hopefully this distillation will give you insight, which will empower you to make more money. So formally speaking, what we're going to discuss today is the tech that we've been working on and what we've been doing with it lately and how we're going to present it to you to try out. You can use a trial offer. I'm going to give you insight into the best ways to get traffic, the best ways to convert that traffic, the best ways to sell the right types of stuff with the right funnels. And we're going to give you that special deal to try out this software. But here's where it starts. This is the key to online riches. And I'm a big fan of keeping things as simple as possible so I can wrap my hand around them and understand them. And when it comes to making money online, you have to have an offer. Now, it can be your offer, it can be somebody else's offer. But you have to have an offer. And the three most critical things that make an offer work are traffic, so people need to see the offer. Funnel is the psychology of how they're exposed to the offer and in what stages and order the offer components are revealed. And then there's the copy, which is the words that are spoken or said to get somebody from where they're at to unaware of the offer to the other side, which is totally aware of the offer and wanting to buy it, okay? Now, what is an offer? There's many definitions. Here's my favorite one. It's something so positively irresistible that someone would feel almost guilty taking advantage of you by buying it from you. And we have a pretty good offer here today that I'm going to show you, and hopefully you feel guilty like you're taking advantage of me, because the reality is I'm giving you access to thousands and thousands of dollars of real world. You'd have to actually buy it type of information, which I think is the best of its kind. I'm asking you to get access to it for just $15 plus the software, plus a whole bunch of other stuff. So the goal here is to make something so ridiculously in the favor of the customer that they wonder, how do you even do it? How do you do this and stay in business? That's what a good offer is an offer that's irresistible, where it costs more not to buy it than it does to buy it. Now, the first component of an offer is the traffic component. And so this is basically how we get people engaged and interacting with the offer. Now, what traffic is best? Let me ask you a simple question. What traffic in the sense of the media that you send people to? What is the best overall? There's obviously edge cases, but in general, the best type of traffic comes from what source? What type of media? Go ahead and put it into the chat if you will. Most people get this wrong, by the way, which depresses me, because they're already playing a game where they're limiting themselves, and life is hard enough. We don't need to do it any favors. So what is the best source of traffic? Where does the highest quality traffic come from when we're talking specifically about digital marketing? And it's not from Facebook. It's not from any social media. It's not for paid advertising on Google. It's not from YouTube videos. Where does it come from? And the answer is email. Yes, I understand that's your grandmother's technology, right? It's still the best. Statistically speaking, it's the best. Look at anybody in this business and in this market, and you will see time and time again that they make the most money, those who email the most effectively, period. And that's just the data. That's just how it works out. Email is the best. Now, here's some of the psychology very briefly of why email traffic is the very best traffic to get. Is it's proactive, not reactive. Reactive traffic is, I hope you come to my website. I hope you think about me and then show up on my webpage. Proactive traffic with email says, I'm reaching out to you. I'm knocking on your door saying, check this out. The other thing about email traffic is it's efficient. Most traffic, it comes to you once and then it's gone, whether they buy or don't buy. Email traffic is, do you want to buy this today? Maybe. Tomorrow, do you want to buy this? Maybe. The day after that, do you want to buy this? And so you get many bites at the apple. But there's another very important reason why email is effective. It's private without being too creepy. What I mean is, like, text messaging and that type of marketing is also private, but the media itself lends itself to just a couple characters. And it's weird to give people, marketers, that much access to you. So email is the perfect storm of I've given you permission to contact me. You're in a private location. You're not on the dance floor of social media with the strobe lights and the loud noises and all that stuff, right? And so email traffic, you get to build a relationship over time with this audience. That's why email traffic is the best. It's not the only one. And my philosophy is I'll take any traffic if I can get it at the right price. And, free is a good price, free in time and free in money. And so there are other types of traffic that we can look at, such as Facebook ads. Facebook ads are hard initially, harder than most other types of traffic sources. But if you can tip them over, they will become the easiest ones to scale, provided, of course, Facebook doesn't wake up one day and decide to ban your account, which sometimes there's a valid reason for that. And sometimes there's not such a valid reason for that. It's just cost of doing business, right? Now there's organic Facebook, which is cool when it hits, but it's very unpredictable because yes, we can go into Facebook groups and we can post things in those groups. And yes, we can hopefully have followers and we show up in their news feeds and things like that. Or maybe other people share our stuff to their friends, that kind of stuff, or with our existing audience of people that follow us. And it's not just Facebook. There's also Pinterest, which is wide open. We have a whole traffic training program that you get access to inside of Affiliate Triad to promote, but also just to go through yourself. I like Pinterest as a good traffic source. But regardless, all of these traffic sources are reactive. They're not proactive. They're like, please come to me instead of me coming to you. That's why in an ideal world, wherever you're getting traffic that's outside of email should be as much as possible, as quickly as possible, sent into email, or what we call a squeeze page, or another thing that we call this is an opt-in funnel. Whether it's free traffic or paid traffic, the very best thing you can have your audience do first is opt into an email list before you do anything else. You follow? Okay. I know that sounds simple, but here's the practice. I've worked with 50,000 plus customers, paying customers, and very few of them have ever built an email list. Most of them are resistant to the concept of email. And it breaks my heart because it is the most effective way that you can make money online, even if it's the least receptive way that people are going to want to do it. So we can use whatever other traffic to drive them and put them on an email list. But that's not enough, unfortunately. So you got them on an email list. Now what? Or even how do you get them to opt into your email list in the first place? Or, hey, after they opt in, what page do you send them to next? What's the follow-up process? And this is what we call a funnel. So a series of web pages connected together with some specific logic behind them with the goal to increase whatever compliance is. So if compliance is a yes to an email opt-in, we want to get the most of that as possible. If compliance is yes to an actual physical offer where they're paying you money, or a digital product where they're paying you, then that's what it is. And so the funnel allows you to take them on that journey from I don't know who you are and I don't know what your product is to I know who you are, I know what your product is, and I want to buy it, right? And so these are the keys to the online riches. And then we have copy, the third piece. So the traffic, we send them to the funnel, and then inside the funnel, the copy brings them on that journey from cold to sold. So here's a great example of a funnel. And it says the best-selling book ever on webinars is now free. And that's my book. And it's a book that I do sell every day on Amazon. But we have built a squeeze page funnel to give away this offer. Now, by the way, just quick check-in with you. Is this a good offer? I think it is, isn't it? Because not only is this the best-selling book of all time on webinars, and I have a lot of credibility around webinars, you would have to buy it on Amazon. Or you can get it for free in exchange for an email address. So it's a pretty good offer. And this is how it works. What you have to pay is an email. So when they click on any of those download here buttons, a thing pops up. So this is the funnel. It's a very, very basic funnel. So they go here, they click download here, they give their information, and on the thank you page, it says success. The book will be in your inbox shortly. Quick question to you if you're following along here. Why do you suppose I make them go to the email inbox as opposed to give them the download link right there on the thank you page? Because I could, right? So what is the psychology behind this funnel? This is an important part of a funnel. A lot of people mess this up. Why are we directing them to check their email inbox as opposed to the convenience of just giving them the download on the thank you page? And the answer is because we want to establish an inbox relationship. with our audience. So how do we do that? We get them to open up our first email that we ever send to them. It's momentum. You know, Newton's laws of motion, something that's not moving stays not moving generally, and something that's in motion generally stays in motion. So we get them in motion to open up the email, and then they become more receptive to open up other emails. Is this a funnel? Yes. Even though it's only 2 pages, it's a pretty compelling funnel. The copy, though, is really also very attractive. We'll break that down here in a second, okay? So that's the funnel. Here's another example of a funnel. So this is the Pinterest funnel. So for that product that we give access to in Affiliate Triad, the funnel that we give our members the ability to use looks like this. And it's a webinar invitation. In this case, an evergreen webinar. You know, those cool things that everybody talks about wanting to do, but nobody seems to be able to do, right? And so they opt in for a webinar. On the thank you page, they get information, which again sends them to their email to get access to join the webinar. On the webinar, an offer is made to go to a certain page to sign up for a special deal. And then there's a replay sequence that's deployed for a few days after the webinar when it's over with. So the people that didn't say yes immediately, you give them second, third, fourth, and fifth chances. So this is a little bit more of a complicated funnel. Not too complicated, but for most people, it's too hard for them to set up. They couldn't ever get this set up. But this is a great example of a funnel. And this is a funnel that we give to Affiliate Triad members, just like the book funnel I showed you also we give to Affiliate Triad members, where they simply can build their list. Now, here's what's interesting. Most people, when they promote a webinar, they do not build their list. They build the webinar presenters list. So the trade-off in the industry, which is why we built this software to solve this problem, the trade-off in the industry is I promote you, but I don't get any leads. We said, can we do that to where we give you the best offers to promote and we give you the leads? And it turns out we could. Just one more example here. So this is just another one that we have in our software that you can utilize and use. And the idea is here's a checklist. Checklists are very attractive things to give away because people don't want to read ebooks as much as they want to check things off. That seems a lot more attractive to them. And so they say, okay, I want this. Here's my email address on the thank you. Checklist is on its way. Check your email. So now you see the psychology. Let's talk a little bit more about the copy inside the funnel, because the copy are the things that the words you say or speak that churns people in from visitors to subscribers and then from subscribers to buyers. And the problem with slick funnels is they look cool, but they will not work because the funnel looks cool in and of itself. They will work if it's compelling. On the same time, very ugly looking funnels can work really well if the copy is compelling. Now, Louisa asks a great question. Don't people often just send your emails to their junk mail? No, they don't. They will in some instances because they're mean people, and there's a few of those in the world. More often is they will read your emails if they're interested in them and the emails are captivating. But the majority of the revenue that we make and the majority of revenue we know that people make are from emails. Is it perfect? No, but it's the best, worst thing that I've ever seen online. Okay? So let's talk about copy. Copy looks like this. The best-selling book ever on webinars is now free. That's pretty good copy, right? Because it implies social proof and proof. A lot of people are buying this. It's valuable, okay? Now it says, author Jason Fladlien has authorized first name, last name. This could be you. So this could be Richard, or this could be Nellie, or this could be Louisa, or Rachel, or Brian, right? To give away digital copies of his hardcover book, One to Many. On Amazon, the Kindle version of this book sells for $9.99. For now, he has allowed me, insert your name, to give it away to you for free. Now, there's really important reasons why we frame the copy in this way. The way we frame copy in this way is because these are going to be your email subscribers. And so we are positioning you as the bridge, the connector, right? You are the Oprah in this case. So Oprah has special guests on. She is not the expert per se, but people come because of Oprah, because she's the connector. So you're going to be a mini Oprah, if you will, right? So we position you. You have been authorized to give those away because only Affiliate Triad members are allowed to use this funnel. And I don't even use this funnel. I would rather you build the relationship, and I'll reveal why here in a second. But it's some pretty good copy. Now, here's what's cool is I have some really awesome testimonials that I can use. So now you are leveraging the testimonials, which further prove that this is something worth opting in for. So Richard Legg is a very successful internet marketer, and he wrote this testimonial, which you can also find on Amazon. So if anybody wanted to do the research, they could see that. Alex McDojian has sold like over 8 figures. I think he sold 9 figures online. So he's pretty much an expert as well. And so we show that this is worth having, because even if something's free, people just don't opt in for it. You still got to sell free, believe it or not. And this is how we sell free. And then we make it real. So this is another good piece of copy. It's pretty enticing. Wow, it looks professional. It's an actual book. Hundreds of hours were put into it. And so this is a really interesting, captivating way for people to feel really good about, yeah, I want this thing. I got to have it. It's actually a little trick here. If you can show them a little bit of the inside of the thing, they want to see the rest of it, because they're like, I want to complete this puzzle. I want to get the rest of this. I've seen some of it. Now I need the rest of it. And then down here, this is the last section. There's the about the author section, which credentializes me, because I am the only marketer who's ever Zoom has ever brought in to do training on their own user base. And everybody knows about Zoom these days, right? But I also have an about me section. Now, this was a joke. I always put Abraham Lincoln in as my examples, because just for fun, just to be quirky, right? But you could very easily replace this with your picture, and you could use our default copy that we've written in here about why you're giving this away, et cetera, or you could write your own, and it would take a few seconds. And now you have something that looks great, that converts very well, that gives people an incredible value, that starts your relationship with them. So now you can easier get traffic. Think about it this way. If you think of traffic as mice, I know this is a weird example, right? And you think of your offer as what you're putting in the mouse trap to catch them. It's like, I don't care how good your techniques are. I don't care how good anything is. If you don't have the right bait to bring in the mice, it doesn't matter. You're going to fail. So this is the bait. This is the attractive thing that makes driving traffic easier. And it's not just any traffic. We're setting you up for success by having you build an email list. Now, how do you monetize that email list? What's the technology that goes in the email list? We have all those answers. We'll get to them. But for now, just stay with me from a copy perspective. Here's another good example of copy. So a funnel we're going to be releasing for affiliate Triad members. It looks like this: how to crack the prosperity algorithm. Ignore that date. That date is not correct. I just mocked this up last night. And so we're going to be putting it into the software here very shortly. But this is very compelling. In this case, you could put your name and you could put additional input from yourself on this page, which is a webinar that we're doing that's coming up. And it says, I am one of the few ambassadors of the Prosperity Algorithm Program that is allowed to extend to you a free invitation to this remarkable live web event. You could change that if you want to. You can use that the way that it is. These things are very easy to modify, but more important for now is understanding the copy. What makes this copy effective? So when traffic comes to it, they turn into email subscribers. And then on the back of it, through the follow-up to the webinar and the webinar replay, some of them, a lot of them, turn into buyers, right? So there's a big promise in the headline. Now, this is unique and interesting and quirky and different. So that's what's called a hook. So that helps a lot, right? There's a countdown timer for urgency. So this increases opt-in rates, okay? Compelling copy. Google's algorithm made billions. Amazon's algorithm turned Jeff Bezos into the richest person in the world. The internet's run algorithms, but there's a deeper algorithm that if you tap into it can unlock the ultimate wealth. After examining 62 factors of prosperity, we've whittled it down to the 10 primary levers that you can turn on for your own personal prosperity. You tap into these and by force, abundance can be yours. On this webinar, I discover the 10 levels of prosperity, why they're important, and how to employ them so you can allow prosperity to find you. Register here. And then you can put your own information underneath that. But the call to action, you can put your refer endorsement there, as I call it. And then, of course, when they click register now, where should we send the webinar invitation to? And it goes on your email list. Now, Robin says, nice. I have this prosperity series. Really good. Hand copied a whole VSL you made in the lead up to it. Really liked it. Well, Robin, thank you so much for that. That makes me feel really good. And so the prosperity algorithm is something that I've actually created, which is about a 20-hour program in total. And it was the hardest program I've ever made. And we did it earlier this year, unofficially. And now we're going to roll it out again this month. So we're empowering affiliate Triad members to promote it. We give them access to it so they can see the whole thing, because I don't believe you should ever promote anything unless you can see it. And we give them a way to market it so they're building their email list. But I'm getting ahead of myself because we're talking about copy here. The most effective use of your copy is in the follow-up. Anybody can write good copy once if they try hard enough. But most of life is simply a matter of stick-to-itness more than specialization. And so email copy is the copy that you're going to end up writing the most if you're doing it right. If you're wanting to make the most money in this business, you're going to write email copy more than any other copy, by far, right? So people know me as the webinar guy. I've spent more time writing emails than I ever have spent writing webinars, because that's the day-to-day connection. That's how you build and establish relationships. Don't you agree with me that a relationship doesn't really work if you only talk to that person once every 6 or 8 or 12 months? Makes sense, doesn't it? So how do you develop a relationship? It's almost daily communication. There's certainly a frequency of communication that's done where you're always allowing somebody to know that you're thinking about them, and you're always there trying to first empower them and help them before you do anything else. It's super valuable if you can do it, but it's incredibly hard. It's a lot of grunt work. It's chopping a lot of wood. And I'll give you an example. So for affiliate Triad members, back in February, we built out a campaign where they can use it, they could promote it, they get all the money from it that they earn. We don't take anything from them. They get it all themselves. And we build them all the plumbing, all the tools, all the opt-in pages, write all the copy for them, and do everything. A lot of copy. This is a full-on production. And, it's worth it because it generated for our members $1.75 million. So that's a $1.75 million success for our members. Pretty awesome. And that's just in 1 month, right? But this was the schedule, 13 emails. And so we're writing all the emails for you. Now, could you change them? Could you adapt them? Of course you could. Should you? I don't think you should, right? But the whole purpose of this is we have all these different emails and all these different sequences. So in 10 days, 13 different emails are written. And these aren't like, tell me how you feel about this. I just want to check in with you real quick. So I'd really appreciate your feedback on this. You get on somebody's email list, and their emails that they send to you are like 1 sentence long or 2 sentences long or 3 sentences long. And then they always send you somewhere. You got to check this out. It's really incredible. Click here, right? Do you like those emails, or do those emails not really do much for you? To me, I don't really like those emails because it feels lazy to me. It feels like you don't really care about me. It feels like you're just using me to sell a click, right? Now, question to you. Isn't that how most emails done? Most of the lists that we're on, most of the marketers we follow, they're only writing these 100-word or less or 50-word or less emails. Is that commonplace? And the answer is, unfortunately, is commonplace. Now, I empathize with them. I know why they do it. They don't do this because they don't care about you. They certainly do. They do this because it's hard to write emails correctly. It takes a lot of effort, right? Now, Brian asks a great question. He says, what would you do to modify that to improve and not be too wordy? So we never want to be too wordy because that can be boring. We just want to stay interesting. And to stay interesting, that requires a lot of working out stuff. It's hard. Who has gotten a complete insight from Twitter, right? No, we get insight from books, not from Twitter. So we need to be thorough. And it turns out that being thorough generally is impossible with 100 words or less. So in this particular case, this was the funnel that we shipped out, right? And the funnel had 3 different webinars with 3 different follow-up sequences with 3 different connections and components. Because you say, Jason, what's it take to make money online? I go, it's really easy. After you do all of this stuff. Now, this stuff is pretty simple for us. It takes some work. We got a whole team that does this. It's certainly not just me and Will. Otherwise, we would be dropping dead of a heart attack, right? There's a lot of work involved. But for us, we've done this for 13 years, going on 14 years now. So while it's complex in one aspect, we have become unconsciously competent at it. So we can do this very quickly, and then we give this to affiliate Triad members and leverage it. But just specifically from the email perspective, 4,462 words. And we write emails that are empowering, and we write emails that in and of themselves are valuable, regardless of whether they click through or not, regardless of whether they purchase or don't purchase. Because here's the thing about email. If you get this, if you make somebody's day brighter, in the long run, you're going to make as much money as you can stomach. On each individual promotion, maybe you don't rake in the dough. But if you're that bright ray of sunlight in their otherwise normal or even bland day, they're going to keep wanting to know what you're up to. And eventually, if for no other reason than they like you, they'll start giving you money. But we always show up with service first. So service is hard to render in less than 50 words. And that's the name of the game, right? Now, by the way, again, this is why we build email, and this is why I'm urging, screaming from the rooftops to try to get all of you to build an email list. Check this out. 73% of millennials prefer communication from businesses to come via email. This is what they want. This is how millennials prefer to be communicated to in a business context. So why should we fight that? But furthermore, did you know millennials represent the strongest purchasing segment on the internet? So this isn't just a group amongst many other groups. Millennials pretty much control a majority of the digital economy, for better or worse, right? So let's give them what they want in the way that they want it. And that's another reason why it's so effective. But here's the problem, right? The problem comes back to this, and this is why nobody does it. And this is why, even though it's simple, it's not easy to make money online. It's simple because you got to build a relationship. Duh, we all know that, right? To build a relationship, you got to be useful. We know that. And you got to stay in touch frequently. We know that. We get it. But how do we actually do this? Because we have to continually not just give them promotional emails. We also have to give them empowering emails that are purely content in between the ones that we promote. So this is what it looks like. It looks like this. So for affiliate Triad members, because we want you to succeed. I know that sounds weird for a marketer saying, I want you to succeed. Because marketers generally, you look at them and say, you say, oh, you want my money. You don't care if I succeed or not. And that's generally true. It's not how I play the game, though. I want you to succeed. It's how I make the most money with your success. And so what do we do to solve this for our affiliate Triad members and to remedy this situation? We write every one of your emails for you. Now, you can change them if you wish to. You can adjust them. You can do whatever you want with them. You could not use them, right? But we would rather you have them. And then if you need them, you need them. Because most people need them, but they don't have them. You follow? And so we have a full-time professional, one of the best in the business. His name's Matt. And he's worked with us forever. And he writes emails, and I would put him head to head with any email copywriter that's out there, right? And Matt sits down there and he writes some of the very best emails you could ever hope to have, just so you can have material to always be able to communicate with your list. And again, these aren't these pithy little excuse for an emails, right? These are valuable emails. They're like articles. They have really powerful insight. And we get clients all the time that reply back to these emails saying, thank you, that was super valuable, okay? So we've solved that problem for you. And I think that's awesome. But the other problem that we hadn't solved, or that isn't solved for you currently, if you're following along here, is the tech problem. You need the tech. Quick question to you. I would love for a response. Who here has an email autoresponder? Or the other way that we refer to this is an email service provider, an ESP. Who here has the capability to send out mass email communication, mass commercial email communication? And if so, what do you use? That's also curious to me. Because Shannon says, I don't. Nellie says, I do. Brian says MailChimp. And MailChimp is like having an email provider, right? Sort of like, you know, having your 3-year-old child cut your hair and saying, I got a haircut. MailChimp, the best benefit about MailChimp is it's free. The worst part about MailChimp is because it's free, it's worth every penny. Louisa says, I have done it in the past. So the reason why you canceled, I'm assuming, is because it wasn't worth paying for. It didn't make you the money you wanted. Nellie has Admil. Fred says, don't yet. I need a better one. Brian, at least we're in agreement on that, right? Get response and Kartra. Okay, cool. So that's awesome, Donna. ConvertKit. ConvertKit is really good, right? A majority of internet marketers that we have surveyed, that we have observed, that we have worked with on behalf of our partners, because I've been exposed to hundreds of thousands, probably over 1 million internet marketers in my day. And an overwhelming majority of them don't have an email service provider. They don't have a way to send out mass market communication. They may have had one once in the past, or they have some crippled version of one, like a MailChimp one, right? Or some other free one, which ain't going to cut it. And so you need the tech. And that's where it gets really complicated, because what is the tech that you should build? How do you use the tech? How do you do some of the more complicated things like segmenting and mailing your unopens and blah, 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 all that kind of stuff? So you do need the tech. And there's a lot of different techs you can choose. And they're pretty much all similar, to be honest with you. unless you are like a professional, send 30 million emails a month, right? And I work with clients that send far more than that, right? You don't need anything extra fancy or enterprise level. So you just need a system. So we have a system that we recommend you use for no other reason than we build all of our campaigns around it. And there's one other reason. We pay for it for you for the first whole year. We'll rebate you a whole year's worth of this system. And the system it's $97 a month. So 97 times 12, that's the value of what we do for you. We essentially say, you need this engine. I don't want to hear the excuse that it costs you money. So we're going to pay for the first year for you. We're going to rebate that back to you. That way we have the engine in which we can put our emails in to work for you, so you can leverage these emails, put your names on them, and make money with them. So in Affiliate Triad, I'll give you an example. So this is one of the campaigns that we've put in our tech, and we have so many more coming, and we have a bunch more already in place, and the rate is getting really exciting. But you would go in there and say, okay, I want to do this campaign. I want to set this campaign up and leverage it so I could build an email list and make money. So the first thing you would do is you would say, okay, let's deploy this. And then they're going to ask you a simple question. Do you want to collect leads or no lead collection? Please collect leads, because there is no reason why you wouldn't. So click on collect leads and then give the campaign a name. So you name the campaign and then you click create. And now you have a campaign ready to edit. By the way, fully documented. So you can learn everything about this campaign in the campaign guide. These are really thorough. But for now, let's just look at the pages in this funnel. So this has 4 pages. It has the webinar registration page. It has the replay page. It has the thank you page from those, and it has the webinar replay page, and it has the sales page where people are sent to buy once they go through the webinar. Okay. So right now, none of these are live. None of these are online. We got to edit them before they go live. So how do we do that? Well, we just click on edit, and then we have 2 things that we have to put in place here. And this is why we use Kartra, and this is why we rebate Kartra back to you for the first full year. So we drop in a link, so everything is tracked. So you're going to make money on this campaign. If anybody who goes through this funnel that you set up buys the product, you make money. I don't take any of your money. You make all of the money that you make. So we show you where to get that link. It's really simple. And then we have 2 lines of code you put in. And this is how we use Kartra as the engine to run all your email marketing for you. It's really slick. So you put that in there. And then if you're done, you can click save. If you wish to, you can checkbox the custom registration page. So here's how you customize. You put in your name, you put in your title, you put in your message. Now there's a default message in there. So if you don't even want to do that, you don't have to do that, right? But you put in your name, Abraham Lincoln, you put in your title, 16th US president, you put in your message, 4 scores and several years ago, I discovered Pinterest as a great marketing way to drive traffic. And so check out this webinar and you too can discover it as well. Or whatever you want to put there, right? Then you could upload your photo as Abraham Lincoln has done in the example that I showed you. And then when you're done with that, you can click save. Now you can also customize the thank you page when they register for these webinars. You could put your signature in there and it'll look like a fancy handwritten signature. You can upload a photo, a different photo if you want to, or the same one. And then you can write PS text because our template allows you to customize that portion of it. You write that in there or you just keep it the way it is. So for example, the default message is PS, in the coming days, I'll send you emails to remind you to attend the training and give you some tips for how to get the most out of the training. See how we're doing this for you. We're setting up an inbox relationship on your behalf. All that psychology that makes this successful. You don't even have to know it. Just flip the light on and electricity works, right? But we have the electrical wiring in place for you so you can be as successful as possible. And here's what's really cool. Once you're done and you click save, you're just going to get an affiliate link. And this one link is going to track somebody through from start to finish. So at any part of the process, if they buy, you're getting credit for it. So this is what this could look like, right? So this is a webinar. Initially, we did this one live. Now we're evergreening it. So you could promote this as a template that's evergreen. Get your piece of the $11 billion annual share economy. It's a really great webinar presentation in and of itself. Really great offer at the end on how to generate Pinterest traffic. If anybody purchased this, you make 50% of the sale and you keep 100% of that money. We don't take any of it from you. And then as you see at the bottom, here's where your extra power comes into place that most affiliates will never have, your customization. So if you've studied big product launches or if you've been through big product launches or big promotions, all these affiliates promote the same thing, but none of them put their image or put their own blurb or put anything on the page because nobody's going to do that. Nobody's going to set up custom pages for each and every single affiliate that's promoting them. So the only people that do this stuff are people like Will and I and the company, our company, Rapid Crush, because we will build our own pages to promote things from start to finish because we know how incredible this is. See, the thing about being exceptional is you don't have to be a superhuman. You just have to be a little bit taller than everybody else. So if you're 1 inch taller than everybody else, you're head and shoulders, you stand out, right? If everybody else is red and you're green, you get attention. And so this is how we do this. We get these little tiny advantages which stack up to big advantages. And now we're allowing you to tap into these same advantages. But most of you can set up a lead capture page so you can promote other people. You get the leads. You track all the way through. So it's your sale. You get the credit. You keep 100% of the money you make as an affiliate. And you get this customization, which is super ultra effective for you to refer people to. Now, some people say, Jason, do I have to put my name and face in there? No, you can use a pen name. You can use a company name. It doesn't matter. What matters is the customization. So the traffic source is in line. Oprah is now sending them through, right? And so there you go. Now the thank you page looks like this, where again, see that fancy signature, whatever you typed in will be there. There's your image. You could put your other image in there. There's the PS. You could put there the PS in there, whatever you want to put in there, right? Now you also have a replay page that can be followed up in the emails that we write on your behalf. Brought to you by Abraham Lincoln. So this is a customized replay page with your affiliate link, all in that baby. So you make sure that you get the sale. And then on the page that they send them to where they can purchase this product and you make your commissions, you can put your own testimonial on here if you wish to, or you can put whatever blurb or whatever message that you want on here. And all of this takes a few minutes to set up. And even though it only takes a few minutes to set up, it is the difference in a lot of instances between people that promote things and not make any money online and people who promote things and make a lot of money online. Because we've done all the heavy lifting for you. But what have we done here? We've allowed you to build an email list. We've allowed you to make money by promoting these products. We've tracked them all the way through for you from start to finish. And we've done this so it takes the least amount of effort on your part. So then traffic becomes a lot easier to send to these things because you're not spending time doing other stuff. You can spend more time driving traffic. So hopefully this has compelled you enough to at least try us out. You don't have to be fully committed today. You just have to be $15 worth committed today. That's it. And you get that for 15 days, $15 for 15 days. If you like it, stay. And it's $3.99 a month. If you don't like it, cancel. Simple as that. But I want you to play with this software. I want you to have all the pieces in place to be successful, which is what? Really powerful copy. A lot of it I write myself. Really powerful funnels. A lot of them we design specifically based upon our best affiliate promotions of all time, which we hold the record in this space for biggest affiliate promotions of all time, right? And then the offers. We get and negotiate the very best offers that are nobody else could promote them, even if they wanted to, unless they were affiliate Triad members. So we get these really compelling offers. We also empower you with traffic. I'm going to talk more about that here in a little bit, but hopefully just enough for you to try this out right now. And I haven't even scratched the surface. The software was something that we just developed recently that never was even a core part of affiliate Triad until very recent times. And we've had many members be successful prior to that. So when you add that on, oh my goodness, it gets crazy, crazy. Plus, the promotion that we're going to roll out this month for affiliate Triad members, because every month we have a new promotion, a new exciting, big event style promotion, right? This one is the prosperity algorithm. So prosperity algorithm is my best course I've ever created in the personal development space. And it is a course that I will be teaching live for the last time ever. We did a version 1 of this course a few months back where I taught it live, 10 sessions in 12 days. And I went through it. Now we're teaching it live one more time, and we're doing a special discount only one more time. So every month we have these events that affiliate Triad members can tap into promote. So not only can they build their list, which you can do with this funnel here that we're going to give to you, but you also have the ability to make money promoting this thing, which people are going to want to buy because it's a special, last of its kind, last to get it live, last to get it from this discount. So it's going to help conversion tremendously from that perspective. You also get access to the product to review it. And because I want you to know what you would be promoting. And it is one of the best products I've ever created. It's not an internet marketing product either, which is kind of cool. because this is available to anybody who's interested in improving the quality of their life, which is a couple billion people out there. So there's a wide market for this. So we're going to be shipping out this funnel here very shortly. Already waiting for you is the free book funnel. You can use that immediately. I have a funnel that I'm going to send over to the team here very shortly that we're going to put up called the Premium Pricing Secrets that you can use to also build a list. We just released a killer offers checklist. We have other funnels that are releasing here very shortly or will be released in the near future. We have video sales letter funnels, which are different than webinar funnels and are very effective in certain instances. We have rebate funnels. So one that we're about to release right now, we make an offer in this funnel that says, pay us $17 today, go through the training, and then when you're done, we'll give you your $17 back. That's what a rebate funnel is. You get to promote that while we handle and mess around with the accounting and paying people in and out. And then that at the end of that funnel, there's an opportunity for them to proceed further. And you got the best customer you could ever have, an actual paying customer. We have evergreen webinar funnels. We'll have reseller rights funnels where we give you products. You can sell them as a reseller and keep 100% of the profits on them. So they're going to be there as well. And there's going to be so many other funnels that we're going to roll out here in the future. Any funnel I've ever found that has been useful and effective, that's going to be showing up here. All right. All of this and more. And that's just the tech aspect of the software aspect of Affiliate Triad. A lot of people say, Jason, I don't know how to drive traffic, or Jason, how do I drive traffic to these funnels? And so here's what we've done. We have 3 different traffic training programs. All of them cost money to the public. So organic reach is a high ticket traffic training strategy. Leads Faucet is a $2,500 product, I think, when it sells. And we're going to be launching that here pretty soon, but it has sold already historically at that price. Pinterest traffic is a $500 product. And these are really great training courses. Organic reach, for example, is specifically designed by Affiliate Triad members who've been successful in Affiliate Triad. Leads Faucet is another program designed by an Affiliate Triad member who's a top earner of ours and very effective. And Pinterest traffic is from another Affiliate Triad member of ours. And you get access to these courses. Now, you can promote these courses when they come out and we'll build funnels for them. But forget all that. This is like $4,000 worth of traffic training that you would have to purchase. And we don't just do this for traffic. We have a lot of other courses we get access to along the way that also teach training. Many of them are $1,000 or $2,000 courses. You will get the best traffic education on how to drive traffic you could get anywhere, because it's not one product that we give you or one method one time that you have to pay for. We're giving you access to these traffic methods because we want you to succeed by driving traffic through this system. Also, we have many, many, many success stories in Affiliate Triad. I've done a horrendously poor job of documenting them and making really cool testimonials for them and all that kind of stuff. But we do spotlight them. So we have them interviewed. We have a wonderful Affiliate Triad mentor who goes in there and interviews these folks and gets the scoop on what they did that was successful. Jody is her name. And she will walk them through and get the information from them. And then we share them and document them. And to me, this is some of the greatest traffic training you'll ever find, because it's coming from real world people, not big fancy gurus. And these insights are very empowering and very effective. And so we have member spotlights as well. We do ongoing training all the time. The other day, I gave a whole little lesson on bullet points because bullet points are some of the most effective things you could ever discover on how to leverage in your business. And I showed a live case example of how I wrote over 50 bullet points for the upcoming prosperity algorithm promotion, the psychology behind them, the usefulness of them, and whatever. And I drop videos like this all the time. I drop videos, insights all the time on promotions. You get to see how the sausage is made, which is something you don't get anywhere else. Most internet marketing is taught like in a seminar setting, as if you would teach swimming in a seminar instead of teaching swimming in the pool. So I teach marketing in the pool, in the field, with real world examples as they're occurring in real time, deconstructing them with my insight and my thought. But you don't have to believe me today. You just have to believe me enough to wager $15 to see if this really matches the pitch. Does the inside match what I'm pitching on the outside? And find out. Go to quadwin.com. You will get access to those things that I showed you, those traffic training programs to go through and take a look. Are they any good? Find out, right? What about that software? Can it truly be set up in minutes and work as good as I say it does? We'll find out, right? What about those trainings? What about those spotlights? What about my insights? Are they that good? Well, put it to the test. $15. Are you brave enough for $15 to try it out? If so, go to quadwin.com and sign out. And by the way, keep in mind, I've only given you a small fraction of the insight of all that's available for Affiliate Triad. Because, and I mentioned this in brief earlier, you get a whole marketing software suite. Now, I only mentioned the email aspect of it, but it's a whole software solution for your whole online business. And that's in the form of Kartra. So not only does it power your emails, which we will write on your behalf, show you how to load them up, take care of all the logic on that thing as well, but you can sell your own products if you want to. You can design your own pages in here independent of us. You can have the hosting, you can have membership sites, you can get your own affiliates, you can have all that stuff and more because it's a full-on system. This is the system that we run our 8-figure business from at Rapid Crush. And the way that that works is we rebate you back the first year. So the first thing you do is you take a $1 trial for 30 days, which is not publicly available. It's a special deal that we worked out for you. And then every 6 months, you pretty much right around June, I think, and then right around November or October or December or January, I don't know, it's revealed at quadwin.com. 2 times a year, we square you up. And so we will pay for a full year's rebated back to you of Kartra. After that, you're going to be making a lot of money. And so you're going to be able to pay for it yourself. But until then, we're going to pay for your first year, right? Think of it like a scholarship at a university. While we teach you how to be the bright future success, we're going to help you get on your feet. And so you get that as well in Affiliate Triad. You also get access to some incredible mentors. We have many very great mentors that are just as much as important to the success of Affiliate Triad members as anything that I do. And sometimes the mentorship is around general internet marketing topics. Sometimes the mentorship specifically about here's how to get the most out of this next promotion that's coming down the pipeline. Here are some better ways to leverage the resources that are inside of Affiliate Triad. And again, all of these mentors are successful individuals who have proven their worth as Affiliate Triad members who have been promoted up to the level of their just incredible mentors. And I'm so blessed to have them on the team. So you get mentorship several times per week. Anytime you want to talk to a real live human being that's an expert that can help you suss out whatever's going on in your business, you get this level of access, which normally is only reserved for programs that are several thousand, usually 5-figure programs, $10,000 or more programs. And that's the mentors, but you also get a crazy, awesome, cool community as well. And I was actually talking to one of the mentors the other day, and he said something to me that really hit home. And I've been carrying it around with me ever since he said it to me. And this mentor, he goes, you know, I get on this call, I get on my mentor's call, and there's an Affiliate Triad member who comes on, and this is what they say to me. They say, hey, I'm the only living person left in my family. Everybody else that is in my family has passed on. And this person has had some challenges in their life, as I have, and other people on this call, I'm sure, have had those traumas. And this person says, this is the only place I feel truly safe. She's like, I'll be back here forever just because this is my safe haven. And I love that because Will, kudos to him, he's designed a community where it's all inclusive. We don't allow any sort of nonsense or division or animosity to occur. It's not that we censor those things out. We just are intolerant of them. They're not okay here. We're here to help each other. And this is why this is so unbelievable. People say you can't create harmony, that there's always going to be disharmony in the world. Well, we've proved them wrong inside of Affiliate Triad. Prove them wrong. We have people of every political persuasion in here. We represent, last I checked, 32 different time zones. I didn't even know there was that many. I thought there was 24 because there's 24 hours in a day. Turns out there's not. Turns out there's even more than that. We have all sorts of people from all walks of life, and we've allowed them the opportunity to work together in a positive, uplifting community, which is why we don't do it on Facebook, by the way. We don't do it on Facebook because you can't do it on Facebook. You can only do it in a closed environment with Slack, which is free to you, but costs us $15 per user per month, and we happily pay that because of how effective and empowering that is. and real-time communication where we're wheeling and dealing and we're breaking the news to you and how we're of service to you. That's in there. This is super old, but Will, last I checked, which was June of last year, had 7,000 messages. He reads every message and replies, and he's an 8-figure marketer. Where do you get access to that, right? And we had, last time I checked, which is again outdated, 414 pages of testimonials. Now, what's funny is I'm so busy working on the marketing on behalf of my affiliate Triad members that we don't do a very good job of marketing affiliate Triad. This is why I should have all these testimonials blitzed and glamored out, and I should do all of this other stuff as well. But I'd rather serve you inside of affiliate Triad than sell you on affiliate Triad. Henceforth, why we have the $15 trial to get started. The only reason I charge $15 is because I have to pay $15 to Slack for each and every single one of you who sign up. So I lose just a little bit of money on the processing fee, but this is kind of, are you in enough to give this the attention it deserves? So put $15 down, give it 15 days. We will make sure before your trial is up that your trial is about to be up. We don't send you just one reminder either. We send you 2 reminders that let you know, hey, your billing is about ready to occur. Are you sure you want to stay in or not? Because I only want you in. And here's the real reason why at the end of the day. Because you may be wondering as you sit here listening to me talk, you say, Jason, why would you do all this? It seems almost too good to be true. Why would you rebate back over $1,000 worth of a marketing suite for me? Why would you give me access? And I didn't even update this slide. It says ClickFunnels promo. It should say prosperity algorithm promo. So forgive me on that one, right? But why do we give access to courses, some of which cost thousands and thousands of dollars, just so I can review them? And why do you give us access to all this training and all this mentorship? And why do you build this community, which costs you several $100,000 in fees to Slack in order to do? And here's a very simple answer for you. We have structured affiliate Triad to be true win, 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 win. Because the more money you make, the more money we make. And I'm not talking in a philosophical sense. I'm talking in a dollars and cents sense, right? Because here's how this works. Any promotion that we have, where we create done-for-you campaigns for you, we write all the follow-up emails, we build your list for you, we teach you how to drive traffic to it. Every promotion, you make the money exactly like any other affiliate would make. So if you're promoting a $1,000 offer that has a 50% commission, which is quite common, right? You would make $500. That's true whether you're in affiliate Triad or not in affiliate Triad. You get the same commission as any other affiliate would. We don't take any of your commission. But here's what we do. We go to the vendor and we says, look, we got all these affiliate Triad members that are going to promote your product. First of all, hook them up. Do things for them that you would not do for anybody else. And they always do that for us. We negotiate that. But second of all, we said, we're going to be a 2-tier. So what is a 2-tier? We work it out with the vendor where we say any sale that our affiliate Triad members make, you pay us a 10% bonus on top of what they make. So if you generate $1 million in sales for a vendor pays us a $100,000 bonus. If collectively affiliate Triad generates $10 million in commissions in the next year, Rapid Crush will have made $1 million in profit because we get a 10% bonus on everything that affiliate Triad sells, not from your end, but a bonus out of the pocket of the vendor that we're promoting. And so the reason at the end of the day that Will and I go to great lengths in building this community and then having our mentors also support and help and having our team in there. By the way, we have real-time support inside of affiliate Triad. So our team is answering in minutes to any requests, specifically trained, actual, awesome personnel of ours. All of this, why do we do this? It would not make sense if we were just trying to make money on a membership fee. It wouldn't even be possible. Financially, we would be losing money. We do this because our goal is to make a majority of our money when you make money. So your success is our success. So this is why this is quad winning. Let me break down the 4 components of the quad. Okay. You win because I'm giving you access to products to promote where you get full review access to them. You get a better deal on them than anybody does in terms of an affiliate structure, and you get insights and perks that nobody else gets. So you win. The vendor wins because I'm bringing them a whole family of well-trained affiliates that would take them forever to try to get on their own. And we promote all the products and create all the funnels for you. So the vendor wins hugely in that instance, right? The customers at the end of the day win. And this is why I love affiliate marketing. I think it's the greatest model that's ever existed for online money. We build bonuses and we do extra education and insight on these products that we have promoted with the done-for-you funnels and stuff. So we can make a bonus package for a product where we can say, hey, if you buy this product, which is not my product, but buy this person's product over here, you get these bonuses from us. So we at Rapid Crush will create bonuses. You don't have to create the bonuses. We'll create those as well. And then you can use those and leverage those and make all the money, right? And that's a win for the consumer because the consumer gets extra stuff buying something that they already wanted to buy. We don't charge the consumer anymore, so they win. And then we win, Rapid Crush, last of all, we win because we helped everybody else win. So that's quad win. And try it out. Dip the toe in the water. See what the temperature's like. See if you like it. All right? That's my full official training here today. I try to keep it brief and straightforward. I have a challenge because I always want to go in depth because I get so excited about this. Now, Richard says, are all the content training and bonuses available when I join or are some held back until I've started paying? Okay. Yes and yes. All right. There's a lot of access to material that's available as soon as you've joined. Yes, in the sense of some things are released later on. No, in the sense of it's not a tactical decision to try to extract money from you, right? It's not like, here's the good stuff, but it's on day 16 after you repay us, right? And there's a reason I don't do that, Richard. I mean, ethically, it's probably not very ethical. But practically speaking, the reason I don't do that is that's a short-term win at best. Whoop-de-doo, I tricked you into paying me one time, right? That will be at the expense of making you a lifetime affiliate Triad member. That will be at the expense of me getting your sales as my 10% bonus, right? Now, certainly there's logic behind why we don't release everything at once. And there's some reasons why is because some things are so incredibly sensitive and empowering that I have to be discerning in who sees them and why they see them, right? However, with that said, there is more than enough on these trainings. Plus, any trainings I'm dropping or any insights we're giving in real time while you're a trial member, naturally you get that. Because here's the thing about trial members. They're not treated differently than regular members. There's no discerning the two. We don't have a special Slack community just for trial members and we separate them from paying members. We don't have a members area that's different for trial members than regular members, right? So you're treated the same no matter what. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about how good the training was that I dropped the other day. Thank you for that, by the way. And Rich also says, rookie question, since you're so well known, I like that. I wish I was that well known, right? I'm not as well known as you think I am, but I'll take that as a compliment. In this space, I definitely have credibility. When a prospect of mine reads your copy, since they never heard of me, why wouldn't he just Google you and buy from you directly or buy from you from Amazon? Great question, Richard. I really do like this question. The short answer is it just doesn't happen. Now, I know you shouldn't just believe me because I make that claim, right? In the real world, it simply doesn't happen for a variety of reasons. But let me run some scenarios for you. Why would they buy my book? They wouldn't because they can get it from you for free. Okay, period. Now, maybe 1 in 1,000 might do that, and I might have some auxiliary benefit from that. Sure, right? Possibly. But they don't, in general, almost an overwhelming majority of the time because we have the data that proves that. The reason why is most customers are creatures of convenience. They see something in the moment they want it. And if that moment wears off, they're just going to go back to their default behavior. So in that moment, you build that connection. Now, I understand, though, where the question's coming from, Richard, because it could be very easy for that to occur if I wanted that to occur. There's some subtle things that can be done. So I want you to join at quadwin.com and see how we transition it to keep you in that conversation, to keep the focus on you, to edify you, and to position you. Being a beginner is a super advantageous perspective. I'll give you one great example of this, Richard, and anybody here will resonate with this. People look at me as a marketer, and they're like, of course, Jason can make anything sound good, whether it is good or it isn't good, right? So often, very quickly, I get skepticism to any damn word I speak, especially from people who start in my universe, because I'm a guru, because I am well-known, because I have all this credibility, right? And so a beginner, a third party that is more like the customer than I'm like the customer, can be an advocate, can be a confidant, could be a support unit. And so in a lot of ways, and especially the way we design it, you're more empowered to make the sell than I could even make the sell. I know that sounds crazy, right? But does that resonate with you just a little bit? Can you see some of that? And we were all beginners once. So how do you become a not beginner? Be a beginner until you're not. a beginner anymore. Louisa says, maybe I missed it, but where do I find the traffic to send the emails to? So we have 3 different awesome best of class traffic training programs. One's on free traffic, one's on paid traffic with Facebook, and another's on organic traffic through Pinterest, or traffic through Pinterest, just to keep it simple, right? We also have member spotlights who talk about how they specifically have been successful driving traffic with Affiliate Triad. And that's another one. We also get a lot of insights from the product creators, from the products that we promote, where they break down for us, here's how affiliates have successfully driven traffic to these products. And we're always giving insights into that. So a lot of the products we have you promote, we give you access. So you get full on review access to any product you're going to promote of ours that we have an Affiliate Triad. So if it's a $2,500 product, I give you access to a $2,500 product. I know that's insane, right? But I say to the vendors, I say, listen, I can't have my people promote this unless they can see it. Now, do you get access to it forever? No, you get 30-day access to it generally. And you can go through the whole thing. Now, oftentimes, a lot of these products, they're internet marketing products. So they will themselves teach traffic. So you get the access to those products, which also teach traffic as well. I kid you not. You do 1 year of Affiliate Triad, you'll have over $15,000 worth of traffic training if you were to buy those courses individually. And we don't promote just your standard run-of-the-mill course. Will and I go to great lengths to find the very best products out there to promote in terms of quality of product, not just in terms of conversion rate, because we're going to do the conversion stuff. We're going to build the conversion funnels, right? So we spend an ungodly amount of time teaching you how to drive traffic, because here's the reality. If you can't drive traffic, I get no 2-tier bonus. If you can't drive traffic, I don't get that 10% from the vendor, because you don't get the 50%, because you don't get paid. So therefore I don't get paid. Yeah, I like, Brian. I like what you're saying. Yeah. I like it. Okay. I just started your special on the wholesale formula, which is great. Thank you, Jacob. I'm glad to have you. I have an online e-commerce business as well as a very successful home building business. Dude, you're crushing it. Congrats. But yeah, super busy, he says. Do you think it's too much to take on Affiliate Triad? I'm concerned I will take on too much and fail at TWF or AT. It is a valid concern, Jacob, and I am grateful for you bringing it up, right? We have to figure out this balance. So you have wholesale formula. Hopefully you purchased it through an Affiliate Triad member. There's a high likeliness that you did, right? You already have a successful online e-commerce business. He said, I did. Okay, cool. So that Affiliate Triad made $1,200 off of Jacob's investment. So awesome for them, off one customer, right? So he has wholesale formula. He has an online commerce business, and he has a home building business. So here's my thing to you on that, Jacob. Everybody in this world is different. And that's what I love about this world, is its variety of species of human being, right? Makes it very interesting. And so for you, I would recommend you go through Affiliate Triad with this type of attitude. I just want to pull one thing out per month. And how that one impactful thing per month. And if you can do that and it only takes you 10 minutes a month or 15 minutes a month, it's a win, my friend, right? Now, that's Jacob's advice. That's not necessarily Louisa's advice, or Louisa. It's not necessarily Donna's advice. It's not necessarily Brian's advice, or Eva or Eva's advice, right? That's Jacob's advice. You have to cater the desire to the attention span and how that can work, right? I do know that Affiliate Triad is synergistic with all of those things. Affiliate Triad is super synergistic with wholesale formula. Affiliate Triad is super synergistic with e-commerce. I don't know if it's successful with synergistic with the home building business. I think it is, though. What you will discover from me is the following. Oh, appreciate it. I won't read it out loud, but I appreciate it, and I acknowledge it, and I see you, right? Okay. Here's what you'll appreciate from me. Everything that I do at a tactical level comes from a strategic perspective. Let me elaborate. What does that mean, right? So a lot of people see me and they're like, oh, that's the dude that does the webinars. And so, he has all these really cool webinar techniques. Like, this is how you close on a webinar. This is how you transition on a webinar, blah, 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 right? What they don't understand is there's a strategic initiative that drives every single webinar that I design. And here is that strategic initiative. The strategic initiative is as follows. I say to myself, how can I give somebody so much insight into their problems that they can never look at their problem the same way ever again. That's the strategic thinking that drives every single webinar that I design. How do I get somebody to look at their problem in a new way to empower them to solve it? Because Einstein said it best, you can't solve the problem with the same consciousness that created it. So that's the strategic level. So whatever I teach you at a tactical level that's applicable in any specific program or promotion, there's a strategic undertone to it, which I reveal inside of Affiliate Triad. So you will get strategy from me at a high level. I'm a top level strategist. Many people say I'm one of the best, if not the best marketing strategist alive. So you will get that, and that's applicable to any business that requires strategy, which is every business. And so for Jacob, I think you're going to find that very useful. And we don't sell it that way because a lot of people, they can't eat philosophy. It doesn't fill them up. They need to make money today. So we get down to the tactical level and give them tactics. But I don't like tactics unless there's a deep-seated, deep-rooted strategical impact beyond them, right? Yeah, affiliate marketing, I think, is perfect. Affiliate marketing is best for people that are busiest. Here's the reality of internet marketing. Can I pontificate for a little bit? And then V, I will answer your question as well. Let me pontificate for a little bit. Digital marketing has come so far so quickly. The good news is there's more people buying more stuff online than ever before. That was true pre-pandemic, and it's quintuply true post-pandemic. It's even bigger than quintupling, but I don't know what's bigger than quintupling. I don't know the word to use in that, right? I want to know the 10 version of quintupled squared. Okay, how about that one, right? It's bigger now than it's ever been. But the downside is businesses are more sophisticated than they ever been online. Have you noticed how sophisticated online marketing has become? Everything seems to be done with the highest amount of gloss, with the deepest amount of complexity, with so many moving parts. The moving parts have multiplied. Isn't that insane? So what is a sole proprietor supposed to do? How can you as a lone startup compete with that, right? Well, you can't, nor can these big businesses that try to do it all themselves. Every business, every industry as it matures, specializes more and more and more and more. Specialization, right? Will and I, here's a disclosure to you. We are personally very horrible at driving traffic. It's been years since I've made a Facebook ad campaign work. Now, I know how to do it. I could certainly do it if I wanted to, right? But I'm good at conversion. So I try to stay within my own unique ability to be a conversion specialist. You give me 100 of the right people, and I will make more money than if most people had 1 million other people as a traffic. I live in conversion land, so I want to stay in conversion land, right? That's specialization. I'm not creating most of these products in Affiliate Triad. Will and I create very few of these products in Affiliate Triad because we can't simultaneously create the very best marketing and the very best product. Nobody can. This is why the very best products have really crappy marketing. And this is why really crappy products have really great marketing. Have you noticed that? Tell me I'm not alone, right? And so we take the best conversion. So we do all of that. We find the best products. So the vendor does all of that. And then we empower you to get the best traffic technology and training. So you can do that. And that's divisions of labor. Because together we're stronger than we are separately if we're playing off the same playbook. You follow me? Doesn't that make sense? And so that's what we have here. And so affiliate marketing, why I love that is it allows any of you to offload 99% of what it takes to be successful. So you can focus on that 1%, but at the same time, everything is better as a result. Because you know what sucks? A great product that would save somebody's life that doesn't get sold to that person because the marketing wasn't good enough to communicate its value. You know, that sucks because that person didn't get their life saved. The vendor didn't get the money from that product. And more importantly, the intention, because they created it to help people, right? And you didn't get any money by connecting somebody and helping save their life and helping the vendor get excited or helping the vendor get fulfillment, I should say, right? That's the difference. Now you can do that. But the vendor can't do that because they're too busy making the one-of-a-kind product to do anything else. This is why this is really powerful. So that's why I like affiliate marketing. And again, I am anti taking it out of the consumer's end. Most business, as you see, is a business, a successful established business is in a position of power. So they can lord that power over others. And a lot of people do that, unfortunately. And we take the opposite approach. We say, if we're in a position of power, how can we advocate on the consumer's behalf? And this is why Will and I will negotiate with vendors special deals for consumers that are unavailable anywhere else. This is why we do this for affiliate Triad members. We just recently did a promotion where the vendor says, I do not take on affiliates at all unless they're above this level. And only affiliates above this level get the chance to promote one time per year publicly, right? By the time we were done with that vendor, they had an exclusivity where all affiliate Triad members could promote because I wouldn't have it any other way. And even better, we put a front-end 100% commission product that you could have promoted and got 100% commission on, right? So we took somebody who almost nobody could promote, and at the end, we negotiated a deal that everybody, only an affiliate Triad could promote. They could promote it on our time frame, not on the vendor's time frame, with a special deal unavailable anywhere else. That is so powerful because we can take our power, because we're the top affiliate company in the world in terms of internet marketing goes. We have the best results. We have the best expertise on that, and we put it to work for you. So we get vendors to do things they wouldn't do for anybody else because of our positioning. However, we don't just use that for our own gain. We democratize that power, and we spread it out to affiliate Triad members. End of rant, right? Okay. V says, I want to know more about how this connects with e-commerce. Okay. So e-commerce is all commerce. You put an E in front of it, put an I in front of it, put an A in front of it, put a $sign in front of it. I don't care what you put in front of it. Commerce is commerce, right? So all e-commerce needs email lists. All e-commerce needs followers and prospects in order to purchase products. And so the number one, sorry, I'm getting a little jacked up here. Okay, let me dial it down a little bit. Here's the number one problem an e-commerce company has. Their email follow-up with their customers is disastrous. We sell physical products, so we don't need to build a relationship. And then they never email their customers ever again. Taking the materials and the content that we have and putting them in an e-commerce communication, you say, well, Jason, my people aren't business to business. It doesn't matter. We give enough material that in an e-commerce situation, you can leverage and glean even just the vital few things that make sense. And your e-commerce company is going to go head and shoulders above any other one. But beyond that, a majority of the products that we promote have an e-commerce component to them. And so you get access to those products, right? Any product that we want you to promote, we give you access to it to check the whole thing out. And in those products, there's e-commerce specific techniques. And then you can leverage those as a user. Even if you don't promote the product itself, just go through it and leverage it and use it from an e-commerce perspective. The funny thing about this, and this is weird, but I have consulted with more than $1 billion plus company, several of them, in fact. And almost every single one of them have a commonality amongst them. They study us, people like you and me. So they study the e-commerce vendors that we promote, and then 5 years later, they implement it because they are not the innovators. They are not the trailblazers. They are capitalized. And so they can throw money at it and over time. So they rely on us to innovate. So the good news about small, agile e-commerce companies is we give you the cutting edge stuff 3 or 4 years before the big boys figure it out, use it, and then ruin it. So that's another thing on the e-commerce side. Luis says, you seem to have something new every day. There's only so much time and mental energy. So how to decide where to spend my time, energy, and money? Okay, so Louisa, I'm going to tell you this specifically. This may be applicable for others. It may not be, but for you, it's this. I want you just to go through prosperity algorithm, period. And the first session in prosperity algorithm is purpose. Once you have a purpose, everything else will melt away. You will know specifically, does this enhance my purpose? Or does this detract my purpose? And then that is your decoder ring on what you should follow and what you should not follow. And the reality is I want you to do less things because doing more things is not the result. However, here's the challenge with that is there's you, Louisa, and then there's everybody else. And I'm trying to serve as many people as possible. And so I'm constantly finding different things that will appeal to different pockets of the people that we have. And then I'm putting them out there, and I attempt to do it in empowering ways, right? You can't outsource your purpose though, unfortunately. So I can help you uncover your purpose. And once you have that purpose, all of a sudden the world becomes much easier for you because you'll know how things fit in with other things. You'll know to the degree each and everything should work together, and you'll know what things to ignore. You know what things to say, not for me, or not right now, even possibly, right? But obviously, I am very, very biased to my own stuff. And I always think that is a fundamental component of it that you should try out and see if it is or isn't, because I know what the competition is offering. And I know it ain't as good as what we're offering here, right? Affiliate Triad will ruin you from other programs. We have to tell Affiliate Triad members this all the time. We're like, don't expect the level of support from these products that we're promoting that you get as an Affiliate Triad member, because we're the best. We have the best support in the industry. So you have to accept that as a secondary thing for other people as well. We lead by example. And so for me, I am a huge fan of reducing the things that you do. But what are those things that need to be reduced? Inside of Affiliate Triad, I'm going to help you focus on that. Here's the thing about me, okay? Can you find me on social media? No. I don't post on Facebook. I don't post on LinkedIn. I do a terrible job on YouTube. I want to do YouTube, but I never get to it. I have almost virtually no public-facing presence. It's a miracle that people even reach out to me anymore because I limit my ability to interact with the world significantly. And just to be clear with you, even inside of Affiliate Triad, I don't really post in Slack. Very, very rarely do I post there. I don't post anywhere other than when I have insights to give. I share those insights. Now, most of the time on the outside, you see me share insights in the context of either a product that you have to purchase from me or in terms of a setup of a training that will lead to you purchasing a product. So very few people get access to me unless they're consulting clients or unless they're an Affiliate Triad. That's the only place really that you get my insights. And that's done deliberately because this is me living my own belief system. I like less, not more. And so for me, less means I remove all social media from my life. And you say, well, Jason, that's easy for you. You're already rich. Yeah, it is easy for me. But even if I was poor, I would still do it. And we lose millions of dollars potentially and impossible brand value because I don't like being on those platforms. Why? Because it disrupts my creativity. And I like creatively expressing and designing and building these marketing campaigns. And I love it when you leverage them. So that's how I've made my decision. But how did I get to that point? I tried a lot of different things out. I refined and refactored my purpose. And then when I found it, it clicked. So in the short term, Louisa, you generally have to do more. So that way in the long term, you know what you have to do less of. Hopefully that makes sense. What's prosperity algorithm, right? Prosperity algorithm is the product that we're going to have affiliate Triad members promote this month. It is I analyzed 60 plus factors of what create prosperity. Of those 60 plus factors, I distilled it down to the 10 critical factors that make prosperity happen. And then I did a session on each of those 10 factors. We did the first training that people purchased. I think it was $197 when we sold it a few months ago. Unbelievably well received. It was the hardest course I've ever done in my life because it was so incredibly vulnerable for me and so incredibly personal. But I was so proud of the result. That was because I got all these 14 years of me studying prosperity out of my head and onto paper in the real world. But I knew that was version 1. Very few things come out perfect the first time you do that. So even though that was a 20 plus hour course, which took me 80 plus hours to create, I knew it was a warm up. We're doing the second version where I'm refining it and optimizing it, improving it even further now that I've been able to sit on it, now that I've been able to see feedback from it. And we're going to do version 2. And so that's launching this month. But version 1 already exists and is accessible to any affiliate Triad member who signs up. or as part of affiliate Triad. And in that, there is session 1, which is, it starts with purpose, the prosperous purpose, as I call it. Because it's not enough just to have a purpose, mind you. You know, I know a lot of people that have a purpose. I get up, I go to work. I know a lot of professional sports people, professional football players, professional baseball players and such. They have a very strong purpose, but they're still dissatisfied with how their life shows up. We need to have a prosperous purpose, a purpose that not only gives you something to wake up and look forward to, but also invigorates you and empowers you. And so we talk about that in prosperity algorithm. And I want all of you to have that purpose, because then you will be the most. See, here's the problem with personal development. A lot of personal development focuses on trying to change who you are into something else. My philosophy around this is how to make you more of who you truly are, because most of us only show up as a portion of who we truly are. And I want to help you step into the full version of you. I don't want to change who you are. I don't want you to try to be someone else, or even that you're deficient. So the other problem with personal development is a lot of it is predicated on the fact that there's something wrong with you that needs to be fixed. And I fundamentally disagree with that. That upsets me that permeates personal development culture, because there's nothing wrong with you that needs to be fixed. There's just more of you, the essence of you, that needs to show up. But doesn't that feel different than we're going to fix something broken with you? We're going to have more of who you truly are show up. And that makes a big difference. And so prosperity algorithm is rooted and built in that. Isn't that kind of funny? Because I'm this internet marketing guy who teaches internet marketing stuff and these digital tactics all the time. Well, the deep fundamental strategy behind it is that. And so now you are seeing my plight. And hopefully you're a little bit sympathetic to me. I cannot sell you affiliate Triad, because I cannot even begin to describe it, right? I have to have you experience it, because the depth of the value here is making me ADHD. Well, I already am, but it's bringing it out. See how I'm jumping from one thing to another thing, from here to there and in between, right? It's making me schizophrenic because of the value that's in here. So I know you can see it, right? And hopefully you'll try it out, okay? And thank you so much for those kind words for those of you who have resonated with what I just said, right? Yeah. And Louisa, things are always more complicated generally than you expect. This is a good life lesson for you, right? Nobody comes in and says, I expect this to be complicated, right? Nobody starts something out. I can't wait to see how complicated this is, right? This is how we continue to do new things. Because if we truly understood how complicated anything was, none of us would ever leave the house, right? The real question is how do we stay with it? What adjustments do we need to be made so we can keep putting one foot in front of the other? And yes, prosperity algorithm is the offer in May. I will do my best to sell all of you who are not an affiliate Triad prosperity algorithm when that rolls out in a couple of weeks. Yep. And I like what Louisa says. My purpose is to make money online doing something I enjoy and am good at, right? So here's the second follow-up question to that, Louisa. Are you living in alignment with that purpose right now? Are you finding things that you enjoy, that you're good at, or could be good at, that also empower you to bring you forward to make money? And then what of those things will get you there faster and make you happier and more enjoyable doing it? And whatever those things are, you should find a way to accommodate. And whatever those things aren't, you should allow them to melt away into the background, right? The violence of self-improvement I like that. The Buddhist Pema Chandran speaks of the violence. Yeah, a lot of self-improvement is violence. It's oppression in a different form, unfortunately, right? Which is, and again, marketing's the same way. A lot of marketing is aggression, masquerading as marketing, which is why we do things differently. So we at Affiliate Triad are attempting to change the dialogue around marketing, because marketing is frowned upon right now in the general public, and it should be glorified. Because before there's action, there has to be excitement, and the marketing can create that excitement. It can definitely take advantage of an excitable state, but it can also empower, right? Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I like what you're saying, Louisa. So you're flirting with purpose right now. You're flirting with it, right? Flirting with purpose is a good starting point. I digress, though. Okay. Is there anything else that I can address here today while you have me? And you have me in rare form here today. I went a little off script, but anything related to this or as you have me, go ahead and put it into the chat now. We also have automation related to traffic, which I didn't discuss because Mubarak is one of our mentors. Saw Anna, who's another one of our mentors, do this really awesome thing to promote a product and affiliate triad. So he got with her and he says, hey, here's the way we can take your manual thing and turn it into an automated thing. And they figured it out. And then Will and I said, hey, can we have the rights to distribute that? We'll work out a payment with you privately or some sort of agreement. So that way our members can get access to that without having to pay anything for a certain period of time. So you actually get 60 days of free traffic coaching as well. Another thing that I didn't mention here, right? And on and on and on it goes. Okay, so Jacob has the above question. All right, so I will attempt to navigate through Zoom's very broken chat processing. Oh, wow. Cool. This is long, right? Okay, let me read it. Interested. Okay. Yes. Now, I'm not going to address that publicly, Jacob, because it would create more confusion than it would help solve for the general masses. But just think about it from that perspective. That is exactly in alignment with everything else that I've said, right? And you know, that's a great market as an example where it's rife with complete highwaymen, robbers, con artists, right? Snake oil salesmen who don't even sell you the snake oil. They just sell you the snake, right? And we love those markets because all of a sudden being ethical is a huge competitive advantage. But here's the litmus test. This is a powerful litmus test. Is the marketing different or not? Because when everybody's screaming, oh yeah, this is the greatest, simplest thing, this is easy. Does our marketing fall in line with that? No, it's counter to that. It's, I don't like the risk. I don't like the volatility. And it goes the other way. But most important, does it speak from the heart? Okay? Does it speak from the heart? And hopefully it speaks from the heart. Because you want to talk about strategic marketing. Everything I write comes from the heart, not from the head. Most marketing is done from the head, not from the heart, which is sad. Because the heart is what matters. And so I reach deep down and express from my soul to your soul that type of connection so you can see where I'm coming from. This is oftentimes why when you hear me use languaging, it's pretty straightforward. Wouldn't you agree with that? I don't dress it up. I say, listen, I'm going to pitch you this thing usually. I just flat out tell you. I'm pretty much a cards on the table kind of guy. Because I fundamentally believe that if I can get to the deepest point of the truth, I don't have to dress it up. I have to undress it. That's the harder part. And so, you know, you marry that. So a lot of customers that go through the processes, and I'm not perfect. Do I screw up more than probably any of you do, right? I'm okay with missing shots because all that matters at the end of the day is I'm making shots, even if I'm missing shots. But the whole purpose of this is we create that marketing that speaks from the heart. So when it works, oh my God, does it work? Okay. And V, yes. It doesn't mean I will reply, but it does mean that it goes direct to me. And yes, it expires at Tuesday evening Pacific time. So as Tuesday comes to a close on Pacific Los Angeles time, that's when this offer goes away. We can barely ever open affiliate Triad up. Because we're so busy getting people promoting and getting people up and going that we very rarely have time to take on new people, which I wish, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, and isn't that funny how we rolled that out? That's a great example. I'll give you one more thing in parting, and then if anything else pops up, maybe I'll answer it, right? But I'll give you one more thing here in parting. I find many marketers out there, ones I consult with, ones I work with, they get really good at one thing, maybe two things, and they don't have flexibility anymore. So the only way that they're effective to help you is within the context of that one or two very narrow things. One thing that we've been blessed at here at Rapid Crush is we have found a variety of different types of marketing that work. So we have a variety of different options for each and every promotion that we can put out there. This is why we have rebate funnels and evergreen webinar funnels and trial offer funnels and low ticket funnels and high ticket funnels and regular webinar funnels and multi-step webinar funnels and each and every sort of thing in between, because we're really good at finding the right tool for the job. And this is how we roll certain things out in certain ways that are different than everybody else. Because if I wanted to get the same result as every other affiliate, I'd do the same thing that they would do. But I want to get 4 or 5 or 10 times the results. And so when we always cater to the promotion, what that specific promotion's needs are. So you're not just getting 50 different funnels that are pretty much the same. They just have different color changes. I mean, tell me if that's happened to you. I get so disappointed when somebody's like, look at all these things you get. And then you peek under the hood and you're like, that's the same thing reskinned over and over again. I don't know if that's laziness or ignorance or both, but that's not how we do things here. So Affiliate Triad, we're building customized promotions specifically to the needs of that product and that market at that time. So you get up to the minute type of leverage because we're ambidextrous when it comes to this marketing. Okay. Shub says, can you please once repeat the whole offer with bonuses? I will attempt to. It's pretty vast, right? Okay. So, and this is a typo, so forgive me. It shouldn't be Quiz Funnels promo. That was the last one that we did. But we're doing prosperity algorithm promotion this month. So you will get access to review that whole product, which is a $300 product. That's what we sell it for, $297 or $299, something like that. You get a full funnel for it where you can promote it, you can capture the leads from it, and you make all the commissions from it. Those are yours. You keep all that money. Part of that funnel includes all the emails that go out pre-promotion, during promotion, and post-promotion. We have free traffic group coaching that's done by one of our successful mentors of Affiliate Triad. It will walk you through getting traffic in a hands-on coaching effort. We will, and I don't know the specific schedule of releasing, but we have paid product release reseller licenses. Products of mine and other products that have sold really well, where funnels are given to you that you can sell and keep 100% of your profits. We've had members easily pay for Affiliate Triad purely from these resell licenses. We also have automation of traffic based upon the traffic training that you get access to. So you can use software that's free to you to use to do outreach, organic social media style campaigns to get traffic. Any and every product that we have you promote, we give you review access of it. So you will get the full ability to go through it and know, is this product any good? If this product is good though, is it right for me? Do I feel comfortable promoting this? So we give you access to all of those products as well. And so each promotion and every promotion, you always get review access. The over the shoulders, these are my trainings. So this is where I say, listen, this is how I came up with this concept. This is where I look. This is why I did things this way. Here's the insight. Here's what really good marketing looks like, or here's a tactic that you might not be aware of. So the trainings that I give, they're pretty famous inside of Affiliate Triad. They're very spontaneous. Anytime I got a really cool idea or something of an insight I want to share, I break it down and I share it in Affiliate Triad. This is my private social media, if you will, because I don't post anything on public social media. So you get the over-the-shoulder trainings from me, the postmortems on the campaigns, what went well, what we learned, what can be invested in next time, et cetera, et cetera. You get the Slack community, which is the very best community I've ever seen. And I think the big reason why is because it's in Slack. It's not in Facebook. It's in a community software that's developed specifically for teams, not for people on social media. And again, Will runs that, and he does such a wonderful job of keeping the communication empowering and safe, not threatening, not argumentative, not destructive, uplifting, right? You got our funnel builder software, which we haven't even come up with a name for it yet. It's so new. And every month we're pushing new funnels out there that allow you to build your list, make sales as an affiliate, make marketing easier for you. So it's a matter of pushing the buttons. We give you all sorts of resources that you can leverage that you're going to see once you join. We have weekly mentor calls. We have several different really respected mentors who are really good at teaching you any and everything related to Affiliate Triad, to programs, answering your questions on any internet marketing needs you have. We have real-time support from our staff in there, answering questions in minutes. And then we give you Kartra, which is the full-on marketing suite. It is literally $1,188 per year if you were to pay for it, but we will rebate that to you. So 2 times for the first year, we'll rebate a year worth back to you. 2 times a year, we square up with you, reimburse you. So you get a full marketing suite for 12 months. You will save money in Affiliate Triad. You will buy less courses because we give you access to more courses than you could ever even hope to consume. So you will spend less on courses. You will spend less on software because we give you access to those things. And you will spend more money making, or more time making money while you spend less money. So this is the deal. All right. There you go. Woo. Can I use AT to set up funnels to use in marketing my own thing? Absolutely. So Kartra allows you to set up any funnel for anything, just like you would in any other business, right? That's absolutely. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate your insights, Jacob. For canceling, should we email support? Should it sound, the way you framed it, I don't think this is the way you meant it. The way you frame it is like, I plan on canceling. How do I do that? Right. If you wish to not proceed in affiliate triad, we make it very clear how to cancel. And of course you could contact support to cancel. Yeah. And I'm glad that you got the joke there. Right. Here's the reality. I've made enough money that I don't ever want anybody to pay me money unless they want to pay me money. It's a luxury that I can afford to have, right? And so that's the deal. If you want to stay, stay. If you don't want to stay, I totally understand. I will not take it personal. I will feel bad because I will feel like I have let you down, that I didn't do my job, that I didn't give you what you needed, right? So I will personally feel bad, but not because of your actions. But it is kind of the fire that says, okay, let me step it up and let me, what else can I do, right? But I will never fault anybody for trying something and finding out it wasn't for them right now. Because how else are you supposed to grow? So I will encourage you to try it out. And I'll be totally okay with what your final decision is, right? As far as resubscribing and when this and how this can be done, it's simple. When we open these up, which is very rarely, usually a couple days a month, and it's not a very good promotion, just to be honest with you. It's the worst promotion I ever do is the affiliate triad one. The cobbler's kids certainly don't have shoes here, right? You can always join then. I do not know our policy is if trial options are only available one time per user. I don't know any of that stuff. I let everybody else in the company get down to the details, right? All I know is I want you in the program. And if it's there and you could sign up for $15 today, you should take advantage of that. And yeah, it's cheap. It honestly is for $3.99 a month because that's what Shub says is it's damn cheap. It really is. Now, is it more expensive than most other affiliate or most other continuity programs on the surface, dollars to dollars? Yes. But in terms of value, come on, right? The hardest thing is it's not a one-off high-ticket course like everybody else sells because I don't want to sell you a one-off high-ticket thing just one time. I want to help you over and over again each and every day and each and every month and each and every year that we're together. And some of you have been with me for years. Some of you will be with me for years. So let's make it happen. Last chance that I'm going to say anything out loud here today. So let's wrap it up. Go there, check it out, see if it works for you. Stay in if you like it, leave if you don't. It's been a pleasure and an honor to serve you here today. And if you need anything else, just hit us up at support and we'll do our best to accommodate. Bye for now.